Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is ITalk here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. Now, I'll be straight up with you, I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I don't know how to initially start this video. I've been thinking about it for the past few days, like, I'm going to announce this big thing for me, but like, I don't necessarily know how to do it. I was thinking maybe I'll make like a little montage of like my journey into like Fortnite content creation and how we got to this point, and honestly, I kind of went with that. The video that you're seeing here is just a bunch of screenshots and a bunch of different things that went on during my time here on YouTube, because with what I have to announce today, it absolutely resolves around the YouTube channel and the community as a whole. If you have not seen the leaks by now, you would know that yes, I am in fact getting myself a Fortnite locker bundle. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, you know? I thought that the 1 million subscribers that we hit about a year ago now, I thought that was the peak of my career, but no, this is now the new peak of my YouTube, Fortnite, entertainment career, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. It's a big deal for me, but not just for me, because I don't want this to be only about me. I care about my community so much, and I'm so grateful for everything that I've been given and all these opportunities I've been given, that it's not only for me. This is for me and my community. And I wanted to make a locker bundle that best represented me and my community somewhat. I mean, it's kind of hard to do that. My community just likes Fortnite outfits and Fortnite cosmetics. So I try to make something that would be something personal to me. I know I always say like, oh, some of these locker bundles are always the same thing. It's always like the same sweat skin and all that. But I try to make it personal for me. If you don't like the bundle, I completely understand. It's subjective. You know, it's not going to be something that everyone's going to like, and I understand that, because there's bundles out there that, it's no offense to the people that get the bundles, I just think that the bundles are just okay, and that's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion, so if you guys just don't seem to like this bundle, that is totally fine with me. I will never be upset over an opinion, so let's talk about it. So I did, yes, get myself a locker bundle. This was a long time coming. I will be talking more in depth about it at a later day. I actually recorded a podcast going in depth with the locker bundle and everything with that. So if you actually have questions for me about the bundle, please leave them down in this video. I will answer them in that podcast. I already recorded the first half. The second half is going to be like an open Q&A revolving around it. You can literally ask me anything. I don't think there's anything that's too off the table for me to answer. Obviously, there will be some things I can't mention because contracts and all that good stuff. There's just some things I can't talk about, but it's just interesting to me that we're in this position where, like, yeah, I got myself a Fortnite locker bundle, and you know, everyone's gonna be like, oh, you deserve it, all that. Again, I hate that I have this sort of like self-doubt in me, but I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a normal dude that covers Fortnite cosmetics, and that's really about it. I don't think I'm anything worthy of this, and you know, again, I'm not trying to self-deprecate myself, but at the same time, I'm kind of a realist, and when I see all these other people that don't have locker bundles, I'm like, you know, they deserve it way more than I do, but I'm just grateful to get this opportunity. So I thought, hey, let's do it. Let's do the locker bundle. So this was talked about for a few months with Epic Games and stuff like that. It's a huge thanks to them. If it wasn't for them, obviously this wouldn't be happening. And in the bundle, I wanted to quickly just go over everything that's in it. Power Cord is the skin I chose. This was not a hard decision for me. Power Cord is the reason why I'm even here. Power Cord is the reason why my first video broke like 200,000 views, was because of Power Cord. If you guys aren't familiar, I used to be a Power Cord only channel where I would only talk about the skin and the theories about where it could be, because it wasn't, you know, back in the shop for a while. It was considered rare back in 2018. So yeah, I had a community where all we cared about and all we talked about was Power Cord. So Power Cord, without a doubt, had to be the skin I chose for the bundle. And not only was it because of my history with the skin, but also because I know how these bundles work. And with the locker bundle, I kind of figured that if we put Power Cord in there, she's going to be so easily buyable. Like, you can easily buy it. It won't be as expensive. Like, it's 2,000 V-Bucks by itself. That's pretty expensive for Power Cord. It's not a super special skin. it shouldn't really even be a legendary in today's standards at all, but it is what it is. 2018 was a different year, you know? So we picked Power Cord. I mean me. I picked Power Cord, and then we had some other items too. I picked the Lotus Star Wrap. Now, this was not initially my first decision. Again, I'll go over that in the podcast. I'm pretty sure I went over that in the podcast, but I picked the Lotus Star Wrap. It is not a rare wrap by any stretch of the imagination, but I do have some history with it. When it first came out, that was when I uttered my famous phrase, "Oh, this is so nice." So that's why we picked a Lotus Star, or I did. I say we because honestly, again, this feels like a community thing. This does not feel like I only did this, because if it wasn't for my community, this bundle would never have happened. So I really do want to emphasize that, yes, it's because of you guys that I'm able to actually do this, and I'm actually able to have this opportunity. Without you guys, this never would have happened. So that's why I say we sometimes. I'm just so greatly appreciative of everything, and it's just so cool. So we picked the Lotus Star Wrap. Moving on from that, we also picked the Shard Sickle Pickaxe. Now, the reason why I picked this one is that this is just a really good pickaxe, and I absolutely love it. It is one of the most underrated pickaxes in the game. I think it just looks nice. Do I have anything like super personal with it? Not necessarily. I just think it's unique looking, and it's just such a fun pickaxe, and I thought it would spice up the combo a bit. I would have picked things like Rock Out and Anarchy Axe and Stage Dive Glider, but I don't like to pick the same set for everything, and I thought that would have been really boring if I had done that, so that's why I didn't just pick everything from the Volume 11 set. It was all from, you know, just different things I wanted to do with the combo. I just thought it'd be fun. It didn't have to match either, so I'm like, yeah, let's just have some fun with it. So the pickaxe is somewhat rare. I think it's like top 20 rare at the moment. Not that big of a deal to me. I wasn't only picking things that were rare, trust me. I did read some comments about some things, and I will probably go over that in the podcast, like I said, because I don't want to get over it here because it's going to already take a while. Then moving on from that, we also picked out the emote. The emote is the Pick It Up emote. Now, I do have some nostalgia with this emote. I remember very vividly seeing a leak video of the Gemini skin, and when Gemini first got leaked out, the Pick It Up emote was also leaked at the same time. So there was like a video, I forgot who made it, but there was a video of Gemini just doing the Pick It Up emote, and I just remember that so vividly in my head, because Gemini is one of those skins where it's like, it's kind of like Battle Bros, where it's like, you never know if it's going to come out, and if it does come out, that'll be huge, but it's not set in stone that's going to come out. It's been in the files since chapter 1, I think, so very cool to have that in the bundle as well. Also, the community has been dying for this emote to come out. It was a really hard choice for the emote for me because I was very limited on what I could pick. Again, that'll probably be saved for the podcast if you guys have questions about it. It's just how it is. I couldn't pick icon emotes. If I could have picked Master of Puppets, I probably would have picked that, but it just wasn't in the cards. I'm not allowed to do that. It just kind of makes sense. I don't own Metallica. You know, it just would not have worked that way. So I completely understand why it happened like that. And then the final thing we got was the glider. It was the Tie-Dye Flyer. This is not a rare glider by any stretch, but it heavily resembles the peace and love message that I like to spread around, especially in like the podcast, since it's usually my intro soundbite. I grew up with a hippie household. My family was very into a lot of hippie music and, you know, vibes and peace, man, and stuff like that. And I felt like that was really for like my family to bring that glider out. And also for me, it's so good, and it's not rare either. Again, I try not to pick everything that was like super rare, like, oh, I have this whole list of rare stuff I can bring back. I try not to do that, because until you actually get yourself a locker bundle, then you realize like, wow, this is like supposed to be personal. This shouldn't be, let's bring out everything that's rare. Unless it's personal to you, then that's totally fine. But there was just some things I couldn't bring back, and that's fine. I wanted to make it personal to me as well as to my community, and I feel like the skin, the glider, the wrap, and the emote especially all really kind of encapsulates me and my community. But besides that, like the pickaxe, I think just looked nice. I don't see anyone talking about Shard Sickle. I just think it's so darn good. I probably would have picked a different pickaxe too, but I settled with it because, again, I feel like it's a good one, and I feel like no one really talks about it, you know? And that's it. That's what I wanted to say. Like I said, if you have any questions for me regarding the bundle, please leave them down in the comments. I will be responding to them on the podcast. Again, I already recorded the first half of it. It's already ready to go, but I wanted to have a Q&A at the end of it to make it a bit longer for you guys. I know you guys enjoy the podcast, so that's really about it. And the last thing I'll just mention here, if you could use code ITalk when buying the bundle or buying anything in the Fortnite item shop when it drops, it would honestly mean the world to me. I would greatly appreciate it if you did use code ITalk. I wonder if anyone kind of assumed that the reason why I changed my code was because of the bundle, because, you know, if I kept code ITF and people bought the bundle with code ITF, people wouldn't have known to use that code because it's not ITF's locker bundle, it's ITalk's locker bundle. So that was pretty much the main reason. There was also just people were confused by my support a creator code not being the same, you know, it's not the same as my name, and people would say, oh, I used your code, but it really wasn't. We got that sorted out. Now it's code ITalk. If you could, if you want to, I'm not forcing anybody, but if you would use code ITalk when buying my locker bundle, it would be greatly appreciated, and I just thank you so much for even considering. So that is it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know with a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Use code ITalk in the Fortnite item shop, and use code ITF at wiccandskull.com to save yourself 10% off of some gaming scented candles that I burn basically every single day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited, and I'll talk to you all later. See ya.